Next level. Next level.
What is good, YouTube? How are we doing today? How are we doing today? I hope we're doing great on this Feel Good Friday. Um, I don't really have a topic too much today. I just got some really cool news about a stock that I've been following for a long time, and I'm super excited about it. So, I'm probably going to talk a little bit about crypto, a little bit about stocks. If you guys want to hear a little bit about stocks, I'm not a financial advisor. I just do this as a hobby and I have fun. So, and that's what it's all about. So, let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me okay, how your Feel Good Friday is going, what you got planned for this weekend. We'll just talk a little bit about what's going on in the chats. What's up, J Mac? What's up, Shrink and Sharon? Red Lantern. Grunt Streams, Kiko, what's up? Grunt, it's nice to see you back around again because you disappeared for a while. And now I see you, you're popping up in a couple of the different live streams and the chats. It's good to see you back, man. Good to see you back. Yeah. So, how many of you guys are interested in these conversations when I have them about cryptocurrencies and stocks and all that kind of stuff? Who's interested? Do you guys enjoy these conversations that I have? My desk is a mess. I need to clean my desk up. I've been working on. I need to crack the door. 1 second, guys. Oh. All right. Yeah, Kiko is. All right. So I've been working on my mining rig, right? I've had a couple people hit me up lately and they're like, what platform do you recommend buying cryptocurrency on? And the problem with me is that I don't buy cryptocurrency. I have cryptocurrency, but I don't buy it. I mine it. So I've been mining cryptocurrency for a bit, and I'm continuously working on my mining rigs. So I don't necessarily use platforms to buy cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, whatever, with USD or Canadian money. I get paid from my mining rig in Ethereum, and then I just exchange my Ethereum for whatever cryptocurrency I want. I have a couple different ones that I've staked, and staking cryptocurrency is the process of just saying that you're not going to sell it or exchange it, and it pays you an interest. And also cryptocurrency goes up and down, so you get an interest on it. So it's cool. Oh, so I just answered Grunstream's question there. I was wondering if you recommend, let me put this on the screen. I was wondering if you recommend Robinhood. Never been into stocks. My brother just told me to invest into Dogecoin. So here. Robinhood and Webull are strictly in the United States of America. I'm in Canada. However, I have biased opinions against certain platforms in the States from what I've seen and what I've heard. Take this with a grain of salt, but I usually recommend Webull over Robinhood. And from what I've seen from the platforms, not using it, just screenshots and walking people through who are just getting into investing, because I do have my Next Level Trades and Gains stock group, which is again not financial advice. I'm just sharing some of the information that I'm collecting with the group of you guys. Robinhood doesn't seem as robust or have as much features, in my opinion, as Webull. And from some of the public stuff that's been going on, just Webull seems like a better company. But who knows? Who knows? I do have, let me see here. Hold on a second here. If you guys are looking to sign up to Webull, I'll post a referral link where you'll get access to free stocks. So there in the chat, there's going to be a link to Webull. Oh, hold on a second. Let me just make sure that I shared the link. Where are we? Oh, let's mute that. I'm just on here to hang out with you guys. I'm going to talk a little bit about crypto, a little bit about risk management, a little bit about a stock that I'm super excited to see hit the NASDAQ. This stock is part of the Toronto Stock Exchange, one of the biggest crypto mining stocks in the world, and they were listed on the OTC market, but not on the publicly traded NASDAQ market. And they just got approval, and I'm super excited to see that because that means all kinds of goodness, all kinds of goodness. So let me just jump back over to my screen here. All right, so let's see what else we got. Gilberto says crypto is the future, but the question is which crypto? Nobody can answer that one. Red Lantern says, I was just thinking about making a PC. Parts are so hard to find, way too much money. I have like a parts graveyard here that I've been kind of piecing together things. I just started telling like my friends and family that I'm selling computers now. So I'm hoping that that I can move some of the parts that I don't need so that I can get into some more graphics cards. And I'll tell you guys, if you guys are interested, how I've been getting my hands on graphics cards. I just picked up a 3070 for, I guess you can say, retail from the store. And I'll tell you how I'm doing that in a moment. Let me just catch up with the chat here. The PC was going to go for, I guess you were going to mine with crypto. I guess. I mean, you can mine with any PC, but it is very expensive to get started with crypto, for sure, mining with crypto. Unless you're going, well, it doesn't matter what you're going with. It is expensive to get started. And you don't really see like a true return on your investment until at least 6, 7, 8 months after you start mining. Yes, you get paid monthly, but your return on your investment to get paid off completely on what you put into it, it does take a few months, right? What's up, Jeremy? What's going on? Joining late, still at work. Just want to say about Doge at 31, got out at 61. Yo, smart man. I was thinking the other, like, I saw it hit 65, and I was like, I should be selling this right now and then jumping back in when it hits 50, right? You don't have to hold forever to make all your money. If you sell at 65 and you come back in at 50, you make more money, right? Think about it. Yeah, I was being told that with Robinhood, you don't really have a wallet in Robinhood. Okay, yeah, you know what? I'll talk about that now. I talked a little bit about this on the live show yesterday, but a lot of platforms like Robinhood, like Webull, and like Simple here in Canada, when they deal with cryptocurrency, they don't give you an actual wallet. So what you're doing is you're buying into the idea of crypto, right? You still make the same amount of money, probably even a little bit more, but you lose some of the functionality. And functionality like actually purchasing things with crypto. When you purchase crypto inside of Wealthsimple, inside of Robinhood or Webull, it's almost like you're leasing that crypto from them. They have the key. They actually own the crypto. You own the value of it. And you can buy it and you can sell it back into your bank account, but you can't take your Bitcoin or your Ethereum or your Dogecoin that you have in Webull, Robinhood, or Wealthsimple, and then turn around and go to a place like Newegg and say, hey, Newegg, I have this crypto that's being held on these platforms, and I would like to purchase your products with these cryptocurrencies. It doesn't have a way of doing that because those platforms don't actually give you a wallet key. So it's cool for beginners that are just getting into cryptocurrency to use platforms like this, but you do lose some of the functionality. Now, however, you lose some of the functionality, but you also gain some security because it is more common than we would like to see in the crypto world, where exchanges can get hacked. Cryptocurrencies can get stolen. Exchanges can go under. But with companies like Robinhood, Wealthsimple, and Webull, they are actually insured, right? Because you don't technically own the crypto, you own the value of it through them. If something was to happen, they would pay you back out, right? Cryptocurrencies, they're not centralized. It's kind of like the Wild Wild West. So if something happens, you don't really have a way of getting that money back. So there are pros and cons to both. You have to understand what you want from your cryptocurrency, what you want to do with it, what features you're looking for, and that's going to help you decide which path you want to go on. I do have crypto in my Wealthsimple, which is like your Robinhood or your Webull, and I add to it periodically. And I know that if I add to it, I'm less likely to spend in those accounts because I can't do Bitcoin to Bitcoin or Bitcoin to Ethereum, or I can't really exchange it. It doesn't give you those options, right? But then I do play with exchanges, trading and stuff like that with the stuff that I mine, right? So there's pros and cons to both, for sure, for sure. And I guess that goes right into, your risk management, right? So the topic of this conversation that I wanted to start off with is, if you're getting into investing with anything, you have to understand what kind of investor you are and understand what risks are and what your risk tolerance are, right? Those things are huge. A lot of people get eaten up by emotions, by what's called FOMO, which is the fear of missing out. And I think that a lot of what we're seeing in cryptocurrency right now is a FOMO market. And again, I'll say FOMO means fear of missing out. So if you see an altcoin, and an altcoin is anything besides Bitcoin, starting to go up by a percentage or two, because there are so many people that have access to crypto now, and everyone's talking about cryptocurrency, they automatically say, well, this is going up by a percentage or two. I think it's going to keep going, so I'm going to buy into it. And everybody is FOMOing the market, and it's causing it to go up. Now, nothing goes up forever. There's things that do come back down. I was reading articles today that, some governments, guy on the couch says he's got diamond hands. Yo, that's cool. It's good to believe in something. I have stocks that for the most part, I am very short term with my investments. I get in, I set what I want for my investments, and I get out, right? And I jump in and I jump out. But there are a couple things that I am long term, and that is going to be different depending on every single person you ask. You have to just do your own research. You have to, find the facts so that you could believe in what you're investing in if you want to do it for long term. And, don't just be ignorant and just dropping money on either because somebody said so online, or you just have a good feeling about something, right? Why do you have a good feeling about something? Like, that's, do your research. Don't just throw away money. Don't just throw away money. Hold on a second. Okay. All right. So when we get into, I'll talk a little bit about my risk management and how I deal with a lot of my investing and what's worked for me. I'll share the link to. Sorry, guys. I'll share a link to the trading group. So if you guys want to join in, again, I'm not a financial advisor. I just share information that I find interesting. Some of the information in there may only apply to Canadians. Some of it may only apply to Americans. But for the most part, I try to indicate which one's good for what. It's a lot of good information that I share in there. So the pin post, I recommend everyone reads it when they come in. And I've read this maybe my to a dollar. What? So I'll read this again. Kind of, I say first off, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm simply sharing the plays that I'm currently interested in and playing. With any investing, there comes risk. Please only invest with the money which is not critical to your financial longevity. Secondly, I'm a lazy investor. 100%. I'm a lazy investor, guys. But I do read a lot, right? What I mean by this is I determine the gains that I want for my portfolio, and I apply that to the plays that I do. Typically, I suggest 25 to 30% profit. That's generally what I do. So I look for those kind of profit gains, and then I look for stocks that I think are projected to do that, and set my sells automatically. As soon as I buy that stuff, I set them automatically. So I have 3 suggestive rules when I'm dealing with stocks. This is just to make things a little bit clearer for beginners. You can do whatever you want to do, but this is some of the stuff that I do. So my first one is kind of a low risk. I set all my stocks to sell around 25 to 30%. Now, obviously, there are some of my stocks that I keep for a longer period of time, and I don't set sell limits because I've done my research and I want to hold them for a longer period of time. And then the second option is I set 70% of those stocks to sell at 25 to 30%. And then I set the remainder, that 30%, to sell at 45% profit just in case there's a run up. And then C takes the most amount of effort. And that's when I set 70% to sell at 25 to 30%. And then I don't set a sell limit and I watch it and I let it ride. That does take the most amount of time and attention because you have to actually pay closer attention to all the stocks in your portfolio, especially if they don't have a sell limit, and watch what they do. Okay, so when you're dealing with your risk management, I think it is very crucial to understand your budget. You have to understand what your expenses are, but when you're budgeting, you can't skip out on paying yourself. Even if you say, well, I can't get into stocks right now, or you don't think that's a good thing for you, everybody should be paying themselves first. 100%. You got to pay yourself first. I've said it almost every Friday. I say this because it was almost like an epiphany moment for myself when I realized this. But once I realized that leaving my money in my bank account was 100% risk, I was broke until that point. Like, I'm not even lying to you guys. I was utterly, completely broke until I realized that when I left all of my money in my checking account, I was that was 100% risk factor for me. I was broke until I realized that I was my risk factor. Now, I speak for myself. I don't speak for all of you guys, but if I leave the money in my account, I ain't gonna lie, I'll spend it on chicken wings, I'll spend it on food, burgers, steaks. Like, I like to eat. I can't help it, right? But we don't always have to eat like that. There's things I'll spend it on computer parts. I'll spend it on parts for my mining rig, like all kinds of stuff. So once I understood that I was the biggest risk factor, then I started to understand that I needed to pay myself and do it like a payment, right? So I started putting money aside, and there's a bunch of different ways that you can do it. If you're in the States, you can use something like Acorns, and Acorns will round up, your purchases for your bank and invest that for you. If you're in Canada, then you can use Simple, and they have the exact same program, and they'll round up your bank purchases and they'll invest it for you. They also have options. All these platforms have options. They'll do managed portfolios. If you want to get into stocks, but you don't know much about it, they let you answer a couple questions and then they'll purchase stocks on your behalf. That's kind of like a safe way of doing it. What I've found is you don't get the same kind of returns if you know what you're doing, but there's risk in everything. So even if you know what you're doing, you could lose out on a stock and not get any gains, right? So you have to determine what's your risk factor. But without starting to put money aside, you're never really going to get anywhere. So you got to start putting away $5 a week, $10 a week. You got to pick something, and just start putting money aside. I know things are difficult, but we're pretty creative. So risk management, there's so many different ways to do it. There's so many different kinds of savings accounts out there. There's so many different styles of investing, and we have more access to investing than anyone before had. Back in the day, you had to call in to purchase stocks. Like, now you can just open your phone while you're half asleep still and purchase a stock if you want to. I actually, for the first time, I have access to options. So I'm starting to play options now. Now, I don't recommend anybody who's new to investing to get into options. It can be very messy, but I've been following options for a while, and I'm excited to get started into options and start playing options myself. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. If you are looking to purchase cryptocurrency and get involved with buying crypto and possibly trading crypto, I don't have a whole lot of experience in regards to purchasing crypto with fiat currency. However, that being said, majority of the people that I talk to use something like Coinbase. They use something like Binance. They use something like what other ones are there? Those are the only two that are coming to my head right now. There are a couple more in Canada. You could use something like ShakePay, which does Ethereum and Bitcoin, or there's one called Coinberry, and Coinberry does a few more coins. However, you have to purchase in Bitcoin, and then they allow you to trade whatever what other coins you want to do, right? I do have referral links for the two of them. I got to find them. I haven't actually used them yet because, like I said, I don't actually purchase cryptocurrency. I mine it. So I have my mining rig that's going. It's making me Ethereum, and I'm starting to buy and sell PCs now. So I was going to get into that. How am I getting my hands on these new graphics cards pretty much at retail pricing? And this is the only way that eToro, I've heard of that, but I haven't looked at that in a long time. I'll have to look into that one, guy on the couch. I've heard of it, but I don't remember much about it. So I'll have to look into that one again. Yeah, Binance is big. I know a lot of people who use Binance. All right. So how am I getting graphics cards for pretty much retail price right now? What? Shut up about what? What are you on about? I don't know what's going on right now. Okay, anyways. So graphics oh, shut up about the graphics cards? Yeah. The way I'm doing it, we have to understand that a lot of these people, I don't usually get big turnouts for these live chats, but I love doing them. Yeah, I give away secrets. This is what I do. But, there's not a lot of people that watch these videos. So you guys get first crack at what I do. It's cool. I just come on to hang out with you guys for a few minutes once a week. And it is what it is. Even if, 5 of you guys come out, it's cool. I like to just do these live streams and just share my thoughts with you guys. It's all good. It's all good. Forex. I don't do a whole lot with Forex. I would much rather mess with crypto than Forex. I don't know enough about Forex to mess with Forex, so I can't say too much about it. What? Ribs? I want some ribs. I like beef ribs. Just saying. Some nice beef ribs. Yeah, you got me there. Okay, you guys distracting me with food. It's my kryptonite. All right, so this is I know, Cyclone. I know. All right, so this is how I'm getting graphics cards for pretty much retail price right now. What I'm doing is I am purchasing. What's up, Prep Mama? I am purchasing pre-built computers with 3070s in them, 3080s in them, and I am swapping out some older cards that I have here. Oh, for sure. Okay, I'm gonna get to this in a minute. But let me finish my thought about my graphics card. All right, so where was I? Yeah, so where I live in Canada, the 3070 graphics cards, they go for I'm reading the chat. You guys are funny. They go for about 900 Canadian, right? But the third party buy and sell markets like your Craigslist, your Kijijis, whatever you have it, they're actually selling these cards for almost $2,000. It's insane the markup these cards are getting. So I was like, you know what? They're saying that this shortage on the cards is probably going to last, a year, maybe longer. So I don't mind spending a little bit more than retail on a card if I really need it, especially because I'm mining and I'm going to see a return on it. I don't mind spending a little bit more, but I'm not spending 100, 125% more. That's ridiculous, because what does that do? That kills my ROI. I'm going to have to be mining a year and a half before I see a return on my investment. Doesn't make any sense to me, right? So I can still buy pre-built computers at Canada Computers, like you can at Micro Center or Best Buy or whatever. And those are retail prices. So what I'm doing is I have about 3 or 4 graphics cards that are older, but still good. Like I have RX 570s, RX 580s. I have 1060s. They're all older cards, but they're good. So what I'm doing is I'm buying brand new computers for, they're about $2,500-ish instead of paying $2,000 aftermarket for these cards. And then I'm just putting in one of the older but still good graphics cards. And then I'm dropping the price of these PCs down. I'm still keeping it at retail so that somebody who's looking for a PC for their kid, because there's a lot of people right now that are looking for PCs for their kids want to play things like Minecraft. They want to play things like Fortnite, and they want to do their schooling on it. They don't need a crazy gaming PC. And even if they did, a graphics card is something that's really easy to swap out later. So some of these PCs that I'm selling right now are Ryzen 7s, they're i7s. I have a Ryzen 5. Like, these are really good PCs that are going to last people a long time. They all come with NVMe boot drives, SSD boot drives. Like, they're all really, really good computers. They got the, the lights inside of them and like all that kind of crazy stuff. So I'm able to provide good quality, cheap computers to people and get the graphics card that I want out of it for my mining rig for retail price. So a lot of these companies like Nvidia and AMD, especially AMD, they've come out several times when talking about things, especially like their APUs, their CPUs that do graphics as well. Notoriously, every time they always say that we give priority to the builders, the people who are building and selling in bulk computers to places like Best Buy and Micro Center and stuff like that, right? And those, because they have contract deals with them. So it's a lot easier for us as a consumer to buy a whole PC than it is to buy the actual graphics card, because they get preference, they get priority, all that kind of stuff, right? So that's how I've been doing it. I've been just looking for family members and friends who are looking for PCs, and I sell them a PC, and the money I get from selling the PC, I go back and I grab another PC, and then it's just a cycle for me right now. So I'm just slowly upgrading some of the older cards that I have, hoping to build a rig of just 3070s and just go from there. I have a lot of people that message me all the time, and they're like, "Hey, I don't want to buy a PC. I want to buy a mining rig." I'm like, "No, I'm not selling you a mining rig, because it's hard for me to get these cards. It is hard for me to get these cards. If I'm building a mining rig for anybody, it's for myself." I've seen, I kind of showed Digital Slang how to build a mining rig, and he's built some really, really good ones. He's starting his second mining rig. He's doing a really good job. Really, really good job. So he's going to be have some videos coming out about mining soon. That should be really good. All right, so let's talk about this. Can you get rich by investing online? Hell yeah, you can. Hell yeah, you can. I'm not saying that I'm rich, but I purchased, a couple stocks back in October, November that were worth 38 cents that ran all the way up to $70. If you want to talk about 2,000% margins, if I would have invested more than $100, then it would have made a bigger impact on my life. I'll tell you that. There is a guy who, in the beginning of the year, had just over $100,000 invested into stocks. I'm talking this year. And then and we're talking stable stocks like Teslas and your Amazons and your Apples and all that kind of stuff. He cashed it all out. He took out some loans and he dropped $180,000 on Dogecoin. I'm not telling you guys to do this at all, but you're asking me is it possible to become rich? Now, the first thing in this statement that you're asking me is rich. What is rich to you? You have to determine what that means to you before you can attain it, right? Because if you never know what rich means to you, you're never going to attain that. You have to quantify the level of success and what that means to you, both financially, maybe some people it's physically, emotionally, with your relationships. You have to quantify what level of success or what success looks to you on different levels, right? I'm always trying to diversify myself, take myself to the next level, because I'm always thinking of new ideas. I'm never trying to stay stagnant. I'm always trying to do something different. I have a hard time just shutting my brain off and just staying stagnant. So it's always about taking yourself to that next level. So if you think that, rich is something that you attain and once you get it, you're good, you're set. That's not the case. Like, maybe for a very, very small amount of people, it's not the case for the majority of people. It is like being successful is a mindset. It's not a place that you get to. But yeah, that guy with the Dogecoin dropped 180K. And I think within 60 days, his Dogecoin went from 3 cents to, when it hit about 35 cents, he had over $1 million in Doge. And now Dogecoin is worth 60 cents. So he's probably about $2 million. But if Dogecoin goes to zero, then he has zero. He lost his $180,000, right? So that's where I kind of talk about, what's your risk factor, right? A lot of times, if I want to let stocks run for me or cryptocurrency run for me, when I hit a certain thing and I'm like, yo, this is a good percentage. I made a decent chunk of money from this. I'll take out my initial investment. I'd be like, I started with, $100. I'll take out my $100 and I'll put it somewhere else. Because if it goes to zero, the money I started with, I still had it. I can't feel bad about it. You know what I mean? So you got to understand what your risk tolerance is and what you're going to do when you get there, right? Because we have to understand, yeah, cryptocurrency is cool, but it's also volatile as crazy. We saw, I think it was a few years ago, Bitcoin made a mad run to $20,000 and went right back down to $3,000. And then everyone was like, you're going to lose all your money in Bitcoin. Don't invest in it. Now we had those guys that did the diamond hands and they held right from the get-go and they're still holding. And now Bitcoin's worth, $55,000, $60,000. Cool. But they've gone through an emotional ass roller coaster. And, a lot of times I say it, when you're dealing with investments, there's no room for emotions. Either you can afford to have your money locked up, you can afford to lose that money that you have locked up, or you can't. And if you can't, then you got to figure out your strategy. There was my rant. Jeez, I don't know how I got so excited on that one. I have no idea, but it went from, I got up to 20 people in the chat. Yo, what's up? Hit that thumbs up when you come in. I'm just talking a little bit about cryptocurrency and some of the investment stuff that I'm going into. We talked a little bit about risk management. We talked a little bit about the different platforms that some people are using for cryptocurrencies. We talked a little bit about how I buy and sell and that kind of good stuff. Let me see if I'm missing anything in the chat. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Shrinking Sharon? Shrinking Sharon, that was a good show this morning. I know Butler sent me a message asking me to come on, but I was kind of, I don't know, my mornings are kind of busy watching the stock markets. And like I said in the earlier of this stream, I just started getting into options. So I was just trying to, before placing my first couple options today, make sure I was doing my right research, right? So I appreciate the invite. Oh, so here we go. Cyclone says getting rich and staying rich are two different worlds. Getting rich is a stop on the walk of life. It's not a destination. Yeah, that's what I was saying, man. 4:00 is Thursdays. Fridays, I try to do 3:30, 4:00. Sometimes I'm 4:00. Sometimes I'm 4:30. Yo, you never really know when I'm going to go live. It's kind of when I have a moment, I sit down and I'll sit down and I'll schedule it, right? Sometimes I'm just spur of the last moment. Streaming Wizard, honestly, there's not a lot of videos that I watch anymore. I do catch a couple of yours. I've seen that you've been sending me an invite, but I don't watch a whole lot of streaming videos anymore because my interests are kind of elsewhere. So I'm not saying it's nothing against you. It's nothing against any other YouTubers. I do watch some of your videos because you send me the links, but I don't watch all of them. And that's just being realistic. I got myself so strapped for time. It is what it is, right? So don't take that personally. Anybody out there that's watching, I'm kept so busy with the podcasts, with everything else that's going on. I just keep myself really busy, right? Yeah. So if you guys got any questions, I'll try to answer them. I'm not a financial advisor, but if you ask me, should you invest online? Hell yeah, you should. Should you invest in stocks? Hell yeah, you should. Should you invest in cryptocurrency? Hell yeah, you should. I mean, you do what you got to do. You got to figure out what's right for you and just make that first jump, right? Yeah, you got to do it. You just got to do it, man. Just got to do it. And once you start to do it, you'll understand, yeah, it can be scary, but you'll find your comfort level, right? You'll understand what you're comfortable at doing, what platforms you like, right? It's like when somebody asks me, what's the best Android box on the market? I'm like, well, what are you looking for a better experience with? Like, what is your current device not doing that you need the new device to do, right? And if you can't answer that, then how am I supposed to answer that for you? Like, it's hard, man. It is difficult questions. People need to have experience, right? I can give you the things that have worked best for me, but it doesn't mean that it's going to work best for you. It doesn't even mean that you're going to have access to it. I mean, I'm in Canada. There's only a small amount of people that watch stuff online that are Canadians. We're a very quiet bunch. Like, I got Canuck Mark in here, Preppy Mama, Canuck Gal. I mean, that's pretty much all the Canadians I got in here. And then everybody else is generally from the States or got a few more from the UK, but it is what it is. So I'm going to go over something I'm going to go over something, a stock that I like and that I've been following. And when I tell you that I bought this stock, only a few of them at 38 cents, you guys are going to be like, what the hell? Whew. All right, so let me just get the information up here. Just give me 2 momentos. There's only 10. Get out of here. We got like 30, 35 million people here in Canada. Got like a tenth of the states. Oh my god. Yo, that was a low blow. Guy on the couch. That was a low blow. Do 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 do. News. Antigua, sweet. Yeah, there's people that watch from all over, but majority, no matter what YouTube channel you go to, majority of the people are generally from the States. Generally from the States. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to grab some information here. All right. Let me share my screen. That bell don't work. All right, let me share my screen. So this stock is a Canadian stock that I've been super excited about for a long time. So you guys should be able to see this. The company's called Bitfarms, right? And no word of a lie. Let me see if I can pull up. Just gonna pull up their chart real quick here. But I bought in at 38 cents, which was right about here, which was October 2020. And their stock has gone up to 760, but it might sound like a lot of gains, but I've done bigger gains when I invested into some of the crypto stocks that are on the American markets. The Canadian markets don't get the same kind of traction as the American markets do, right? So this stock got approval to be on the NASDAQ. And this is super exciting to me because it means that they're going to get more and more people buying into them than they ever have before, which means the stock, in my opinion, not a financial advice, but I think it's going to be going up. And Bitfarms is a crypto mining company, one of the largest in the world, I think, but they do a very, very good job. I'll show you some of their setups in a second. So right now it's not fully completed yet. They're not on the NASDAQ yet. What they're considered to be what's considered an OTC or over the counter stock. So once they move over from an OTC onto the NASDAQ, you'll see it as the ticker symbol BITF. I'm saying keep an eye on this stock because this stock is moving. They have a lot of hardware that they're continuously mining with. I'll show you guys their Instagram here, which usually has a lot of good information. I don't want to log in. No. Okay, fine. I'll log in. Not now. Sorry, guys. Okay, so this is what their setup looks like. Those are all their mining units. They just have walls and walls and walls of just mining units that they line up. And they have several facilities. Like these guys go ham. Like if you look at, let me see if I can find a recent one, but what's up, Sohail? Trying to see. Here we go. over 650 Bitcoin in reserve, adding 7.5 Bitcoin per day and growing. These guys are mining over 7 Bitcoin a day, and they keep growing and adding and adding and adding. Now, with them being a part of the NASDAQ, they're going to have access to a lot more money for investments, and they're going to be able to build more and more mining farms. Like, these guys are insane. This is their Q3 from 2020. So it cost them, I would say roughly about 8.5 thousand US per Bitcoin is their cost. So their cost to produce one Bitcoin is about 8,000 to about 8,500 US. And the Bitcoin is worth about 5,500. Ask anybody. That's a good profit margin on a business. So their cost is what it costs them on electricity to produce it, right? So they're very, very good at what they do. Yeah, I've been following them for a long time, and I love what they're doing. See, approved by the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ ticker is going to be BITF. This is huge news for them. Good stuff. Breaking news is coming. This is where they're talking about it, but I'm super excited about them. Another one that I've been following a lot lately is a company called Fort. Let me see if I can get some information about them. They're not on the American side yet, but I'm this stock is going to be doing some stuff. Let me just actually, you know what? Another one that I've been following, and I'm hoping that they hit the NASDAQ, but I don't know, is one called Ether Capital Corp. And I love this company because their business idea. So let me share my screen again. This is a Canadian company that I don't think they're traded in the US. But I love the idea of this company. So they're called Ether Capital Corp. So let's go to their story. So what we do at Ether Capital, our team is comprised of professionals trading financial markets, ventures, capitals, crypto native projects. We are passionate about the dedicated to Ethereum and Web3 movement. We provide the experience, expertise, and the access to this groundbreaking technology. Ether Capital's business model is focused on asset management, technology development, and blockchain services. Our investment thesis revolves around the key pieces of infrastructure that will pave the way for masses to use the adoption of Ethereum and Web3 platforms. What this means is that their business model is based around creating places for Ethereum to be used, right? So they're trying to work with businesses to make a crypto future based around Ethereum. Now, Ethereum's not the only one, but they're just trying to help businesses become more crypto friendly. And I've been following them for about a year now too. Pretty cool things. If you go to their portfolio page, you can see they have 43,000 Ethereum coins, and they also have 2,300 Maker coins. Now, I didn't know what a Maker coin was until I started following this company, and I didn't really pay much attention to it until recently. Let me tell you, when people started going crazy over Dogecoin, Maker was doing its own thing. Maker was doing its own thing. So if we look at, we look at the price of Maker, let me see if I can find, here we go. Yeah, look at this chart, guys. This is insane. So what is this? Let's do the last month. So let's do actually 3 months. Year? Here, look at this. So we look a year ago, Maker was only worth, what is this? $500 a coin. Within the last month, look what Maker did. $2,000 all the way up to $6,000 a coin. Most people think that Ethereum is the most expensive cryptocurrency out there aside from Bitcoin, and they're wrong. Maker is the second most expensive coin. So what Maker has done in the last little while is pretty insane. And Maker is it's an actual crypto coin. Like, it's not, I'm not trying to throw any shots at Dogecoin, but Maker is an actual coin. There's a lot of good coins out there. It is cool to play a little bit of money in Dogecoin. There's a lot of risk in it. It's cool. It's fun. But there is so much more that cryptocurrency is. What's up, Slang? How you doing, man? Slang, if you want to jump on and talk about your crypto rigs and whatnot, I've been going for like 50 minutes already. I kind of already ran through some of the stuff I was going to talk about, but yeah. Let me know if you want on, man. I know you probably just got home from work. I'll send you a link anyways if you want to jump on. I'm just on for a few more minutes. Unless the chat has something they want me to talk about. But yeah, it's slang. You know what? It's been great because I started getting more and more into stocks, and then Slang's like, yeah, I want it in stocks. And then I started getting into cryptocurrency, and Slang's like, yeah, I want it in cryptocurrency. Started getting into mining. He's like, yeah, I want to mine. And then next thing I know, he's like, I want to buy computers and take the graphics cards out of it. I'm like, you're crazy. And the next day, I'm like, yeah, I'm buying computers. Yeah, man. Yeah, I know. I know you just got home. I threw the link just in case, but it's all good. So it's been pretty cool to connect with Slang. It's just been a lot of fun with where the podcast has taken me, all the different connections that I've been able to get through the podcast, and just having fun, easy conversations and just being able to share with you guys, right? I hope a lot of you guys have been following the podcast. Remember, the podcast is available everywhere that you listen to podcasts. It's there. TuneIn Radio, Apple, iTunes, Google Podcast. It's even available on Plex. Plex has podcasts. I think Facebook's coming out with podcasts now. Like podcast is everywhere. Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora. We still dropping 3 episodes a week, and the live streams are every Thursday. So let me know. What do you guys think about the podcast? Do you guys catch the podcast on the audio side? Actually, I want to know how many of you guys catch the podcast on the audio side. Uh-oh, you got a mining problem. Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, my 3070 is still going strong here. I got to find someone to buy some of these computer parts so I can buy some more computers so I can get more graphics cards. This is a bad habit, man. But I do strongly believe that cryptocurrency either is going to be the future or pave the way for the future. And I am trying to invest into cryptocurrency so that I am better prepared for the future, right? So yeah, I have a bunch of coins that I'm invested in. Not a whole lot of money, but I have a bunch of coins that I am invested in for sure. And I'm doing that through building my mining rigs. And I enjoy building the mining rigs because no matter what, people are going to need computers, and I have parts. Building a mining rig is not too different from building a computer. So it is what it is. Yo, the chat is quiet today. I got 20 of you guys in here. How do you start Bitcoin mining? Well, I don't mine Bitcoin. I mine Ethereum. And generally, most people that you talk to will mine Ethereum because it is the most profitable thing to mine. So if we look at a website called What to Mine, it will actually tell you what is the most profitable thing to mine. Let me share my screen again. So right here, if you go to whattomine.com, it'll tell you what is the most profitable coin to mine. And it is Ethereum. It has been Ethereum for a very, very, very long time. You can't, as far as I know, mine Bitcoin with graphics cards. You'd usually use like an ASCII unit, and those are not cheap. They're pretty expensive. You might be able to mine. Hold on a second. Just see here. Okay, you can mine. All right. So one of the other services that I use is called Unmineable. Now I do have a referral link that gives you 25% off the pool fees if you want to use this. But Unmineable will let you mine a whole bunch of different kinds of coins, and you can choose if you want to use your CPU or GPU. Spoiler alert, it's better to use your GPU if you're mining, just more powerful in general. Think about the size of your GPU versus the size of your CPU and the cooling and all that kind of stuff, right? You don't want to fry your CPU. You don't want to do that. So what this does, if you're mining with your GPU, it will mine in Ethereum, but pay you out in one of these coins. What's up, Stuart? Yeah, you're right, Digital. You need something like an ASIC miner. That's it, ASIC miner. If you want to learn more about ASIC miners and stuff like that, check out Red Panda. Red Panda Mining on YouTube, good stuff. And NxtLvLTech. Those are two of the YouTubers that I follow in regards to crypto mining, and they've never led me wrong. So definitely follow NxtLvLTech and Red Panda Mining. Some great guys if you want to look into getting into crypto mining. For sure, follow them. But the way this works, unminable, it'll let you mine with your GPU, and that'll mine in Ethereum and pay you out in whatever coin you want. You can mine Dogecoin if you want to. So here's Doge right there. You can mine in Bitcoin, and there's Bitcoin right there. You can even do Bitcoin Cash. You can do Bitcoin Gold, wrapped Bitcoin, whatever you want, and then it'll pay you out into your wallet. And then if you mine with your CPU, it's going to be mining in a coin called Monero, and then it's going to pay you out in whatever coin you want. So if you want to mine Dogecoin with your CPU, then it will pay you out in Dogecoin. If you want to mine, Dogecoin with your GPU, then you can use this as well. Yeah, this is one way to do it. But Neo, Mike, are you talking about Neo as in the EV company? There's a lot of people that have talked about Neo, the EV company. I'm not personally invested in it, but that's not because I don't like the company. I just haven't done enough research for myself. I'm invested in Lucid, and I'm invested in Lightning E-Motors, which is ZEV, and Lucid is CCIV. So I'm not personally invested in Neo, but that's not because I don't think it's a good investment. It's just because I haven't done my own research on there. I only have a certain amount of money to spread around, and I jumped into Lightning E-Motors, which is ZEV, back when it was still SPAC, which is a special acquisition company. They were just going through the merger and getting the funding, and Lightning E-Motors, I think, has the contract to transition over all of the Amazon vehicles, the postal vehicles, and all of the light to medium heavy vehicles in the States over to electric. So that's a huge push, what's happening with the Biden administration right now. So because of that, I chose to go with Lightning E-Motors. I didn't really look too much into Neo, and I chose to go with Lucid, because Lucid, they're doing some pretty interesting things. If you guys haven't heard about Lucid, I'll show you guys what Lucid is right now. So Lucid is an EV company, and they have Dolby Atmos sound inside their vehicles. It's crazy. They are marketing themselves as a luxurious EV car. They got that Arab money, and their cars are starting at $70,000. They're not cheap. Projected range is over 500 miles, and they have over 1,000 horsepower. So like these ain't toy cars. So you can see some of them are here. So they're in production right now. You can pre-order on their website. So these are some of the stocks that I bought into. At Lucid, we believe in the dream ahead. Our relentless focus on innovation, luxury, and sustainability moves us towards a future where you no longer have to choose between doing great things and doing the right thing. So, yeah, Lucid's pretty good. Let me see. You can design your own. Let's see what it looks like here. They do have, oh, it's not on here, because I know they have a SUV too, but it's not on their website. Looks kind of cool. Another company that you guys should look into if you're in the States, I'm not sure if they have a stock or not, but I'm invested in a cryptocurrency stock that is investing in this company. So the company is called the Great American Mining Company. This is them here. So they're in the States, and they are focused on building mining rigs. They are a mining company in the States, industrial, but their focus is on green renewable energy for their mining rigs, right? And there's going to be a huge push very, very, very soon when it comes to compliance and when it comes to regulations and the governments in regards to what kind of energy you are using when you're mining cryptocurrency. And then there's going to be a lot of regulations that are coming around. These guys are ahead of the curve. They are ahead of the curve when it comes to mining because they're already using green energy, renewable energy, right? So definitely take a look into some of these companies if you are looking into getting investing into any of them in regards to stocks and stuff like that. There's going to be a big push when it comes to regulations and stuff like that. So the company that I'm invested in is Canadian. They're called Fortress Investments, Fortress Technology, and they just dropped, I believe, close to $20 million on this company to expand their stuff. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. But you have to understand the market. If you understand the market, understand what's coming, what kind of regulations are coming, who's going to be ahead of the game. That's the stuff that you need to understand, right? For sure. So yeah. How much is your gas worth mining Bitcoin? What is this? I don't even know how to enter this stuff. No idea. I don't even know what that's about. I guess that's their green renewable gas. See, Great American Mining monetizes waste, standard, and undervalued gas throughout the oil and gas industries by using it as a power generation source for Bitcoin mining. We bring the market and our expertise to the molecule. Our solution makes producers more efficient and profitable while helping to reduce flaring and venting throughout the oil and gas value chain. That's brilliant. So all of those oil and gas companies that are polluting the environment, this company is going in and using that to produce crypto. Amazing. Like these are the kind of innovations that we need, right? So definitely look more into that. I'm advising you guys do your research, check into that kind of stuff. Green renewable energy is going to be huge when it comes to crypto. We have a lot of people that are saying you shouldn't mine cryptocurrency because it uses too much energy. I have my own arguments against that, but here's the solution. You want a solution? Here's your solution, right? Some pretty cool stuff out there. Looks like they got a podcast too. Oh yeah, they got a couple episodes in here. Yeah, so check them out, guys. Let me know what you guys want next Friday's topic to be on, and I will do some research and I will talk about it if you guys want. Just keep in mind that if you want research in regards to some platforms that are American based, I may not have access to them, but I'll try my best and see what information I can find out and give them to you guys. But for the most part, I've been on for over an hour just talking about crypto, about investing, about risk factors, about stocks that I'm interested, stocks that have changed recently, and things that I'm just generally interested this week. I've talked about mining cryptocurrency, how I'm getting cards, all that kind of stuff. So let me know what you're interested to hear about next week. And if you got any YouTubers that you would like to see them on my show, you'll shoot them a message and be like, "Hey, you should be on Next Level Show next Friday," and I'll have a conversation with anybody. I don't care. But it's got to be you, the people. Connection is unstable. Am I choppy? Is this my connection is unstable? Why? Why is my connection unstable? I'm legit hardwired. So again, guys, if you are in the States and you are looking to starting to get into investing, then I recommend Webull. And I will post a referral link for Webull in the chat. Oh, wait, that's not Webull. Okay, well, here's a referral link for Wealthsimple. It's what I use in Canada. I also use my bank and a couple other platforms. But if you're looking to get started commission free in Canada, then Wealthsimple is the way to go. If you are looking to get started in the US, then I recommend Webull. They both come with, either free money or free stocks. So there's the Webull link. And if you're looking to join my investment group where I talk about investing, trades, crypto, all that kind of good stuff, then I will post that here. There's those 3 links. Yo. What's up, man? I wasn't expecting you to come on. I was literally about to jump off of here.
I know what's going on. I'm not really set up, but I figured I'd jump on for a sec.
Yeah. Just, you know what? Just tell me how your day went.
It was good. Busy day, printing t-shirts all day.
Yeah.
Now I'm about to print some crypto.
So you said you had a mining issue.
Who got him? Oh, yeah. Like I'm addicted. That's the issue.
Oh.
I don't have a technical issue. It's just more, more of a mental thing.
Yeah, I would agree with that one. I'm so borderline buying more PCs, even though I have no one to buy them. I'm so borderline because after seeing okay, so everyone understands the context. My main computer runs a 3090, but my mining rig is all 1060s. And I added a 3070 to it, and one 3070 does the same productivity as 3 of my 1060s.
It's crazy.
Right?
Crazy.
So if I could just replace,
you can get 3070s for like, well, I mean, you're going to pay $1,200 for a 3070 at least.
Not here. Oh, you know what? Not here, man.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
here.
You're in Canada. You're going to pay $1,500 there.
Are you talking about the aftermarket?
Yeah. Yeah. You're not getting them at retail.
Oh, look, man. Oh, what happened? I booted you out. That was weird. Sorry. I'll show you. So here in Canada, our most popular hold on. All brand new. What's going on here? Best match, oldest, newest. Cheapest I can find them is $1,650 in Canadian dollars.
That's crazy, bro. That's insane.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. So like, I'm not even, I wish I was lying about this. I wish, like, look, I'll show you guys. I wish I was lying about this. Right here, $1,650 is the cheapest I've seen it. This was posted 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, they're about 1,300 here. 3080s are about $2,000. 3090s are like $3,000, which is everything's
retail here. We're looking at about $1,000 retail plus tax. So like $800, $900 plus tax. 13% is our tax. So they're making like $600-$700. Nah,
Yeah.
600. But I've seen them go all the way up to $2,000.
It's crazy. I pick up my 3080 on Wednesday. My computer.
So you're gonna start a whole new
rig, a third rig.
But you're gonna probably start mining with that computer first, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, until I can afford to buy more cards.
What processor does that one have?
I told you yesterday it's the i7, 11th gen i7. Yeah.
Okay.
With 1 terabyte hard drive and a 528 SSD. So gig and a half.
You could even sell you could sell all the parts. You could sell the RAM, you could sell the SSD, and you could downgrade it to a 120 SSD. You could downgrade it to just the 4 or 8 gigs of RAM for your mining and just use it for mining crypto.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but as soon as I get it, I will start mining with it. Like,
have you got any of your other miners yet?
Have I what?
You got any of your other miners yet? Like your Helium or?
No. Still, I got an updated email yesterday for the Helium miners, and I bought 2 Nebras and I bought 1 rack for Helium, and they're all delayed. They're all delayed. It'll be another month or two still, unfortunately. I checked online. Those helium miners are going for $3-4 grand. They cost $350. They're being sold on eBay for $3-4 grand right now.
So here's the thing, right? I was looking at this the other day because I have an Xbox Series X for sale still, right? And I see people all the time posting for like Canadian 740, 720. And then once in a while, I'll see a post for like 800 Canadian. And I'm like, why would someone post for 800 Canadian when there's other ones that are being posted for 720, 740, 750? Then I started to realize that because of supply and demand, once the other ones get sold, the market is only going to be left with the more expensive ones. You're only going to have the $800 ones to buy. So it's crazy. It's crazy.
They're so damn expensive.
$800 ones to buy. It's so crazy. So Andrew's asking, how can I get started outside the US? I mean, starting to invest in the Caribbean. Depends on what you want to invest in, man. I don't have a whole lot of information about how or what to invest into the Caribbean. First, you would have to figure out what you want to invest in, and then do your research to see what trading platforms are available in your country, right? Because there are places in the Caribbean that allow you to buy into the North American stock market. But obviously, I don't know that off the top of my head about which one there are, because it's going to be different depending on which island you're on, right? I mean, I've done light research for my family back in Trinidad, and I've given them that information, but every island is going to be different. You don't want to buy them on eBay. You end up mining for someone else.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I was thinking about selling them on eBay. If I ever get them, I'll just sell them on eBay and make, I mean, they cost me $350 each. I'll sell them for $3-4 grand. You know how many graphics cards I can get for that?
At first I was like, well, it's kind of like my 3090. And then I was like, no, it's not, because my 3090 I bought for like 2,500 and it's going for about 3,800 on the market. It's not 300 to 3,000. Like, that's not the same kind of ratio. So yeah. I'm with you on that one. I would buy them for 300 and I would sell them for $3 grand, because that's today $3 grand. That's not like I had to mine for the next 3 months $3 grand.
Yeah. Although the helium miners, the people that are in good locations, those people are doing really well. Like, they're making thousands of dollars a month on helium. So I'll probably try that first, because I'm getting 3 of them and I'm in the tri-state area. So I'm in a really good location here. I should be able to do pretty well with the helium stuff if they ever show up.
I'm interested to see what it does. I didn't want to take away my money from buying graphics cards to get into that. Not right now.
But it's once you're set up, you don't have to do anything with it. It's like a hotspot.
It's true.
You get it in, you plug it in, you set it up to the network, you're done. You're done, bro. I'm setting up my 6900 XT tonight.
Are you?
Yeah. I'm
curious to see what that does.
I'm going to crack it open tonight. I think, if I have time before the stream.
That should do what, 80?
I'm hoping. Should do it. Better do 80. Better do at least 80. I don't know. Those cards aren't they're not ready for mining yet. The whole 6000 series is not great for mining right now.
Is it just not producing high enough numbers, or what?
Yeah, high enough numbers, high enough. They're not optimized for mining yet. The 6700 XT only does 4950 mega hash.
Shit.
I can get more than that on the 5700.
That's crazy.
I know the 6800 was getting around 70. So I'm hoping I'll get 80, 90. But the power consumption is going to be a lot.
What do you mean by a lot?
It's going to be at least 300.
Well, my 3090 does 300.
Yeah, this is the equivalent on the AMD side of a 3090.
Oh man, if that does 300 watts at 80 mega hash, I would cry.
It's terrible. That's terrible.
No, there's no way it's going to do 300 watts. It's probably going to do like 250.
They're not optimized yet. They will be. They keep saying, Son of a Tech says he's working on it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, he usually figures out some good shit.
Yeah.
He figures out some good shit. So just to give you guys more of a comparison, my 1060s, they do about 20 mega hash a second, and my 3070 does just over 60. Now, the big difference is when you look at the actual power consumption. Now, on average, my 1060s do about 82 watts, right? If you multiply that by 3, you are getting close to, like 240 watts for 3 cards when we're comparing it to the 3070. The 3070 is only running at 142 watts. However, I still think that the A and B cards are more power efficient than these cards here. So,
My 5500 XTs, the old ones, they're really good. They're doing 29 mega hash, and they're pulling 60 watts.
that's insane.
They're just 60 watts.
Yo, if you ever have old cards you want to get rid of, let me know, because I'll take it and build rigs of them. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna buy more of them. I think I'm gonna keep buying 5500 XTs. I'll take 28, 29 mega hash at 60 watts.
I would too.
Yeah, I'll take that all day long. I have 5 of them right now running.
5 of them. How much you paying for those?
4. I got them between 400 and 500. A couple I got around 400. A couple I got around 500.
I want to see what they're going for here. So that is the 5500.
Yeah, just make sure it's the 8 gig because they have 8 gig and 4.
Non XT.
It's the XT.
XT.
They come in 8 and 4. That's the one I messed up on and bought the one at 4 gigs. I can't even use. Well, I think I can use it. I have to try it on Team Red though.
5700, right?
No, 55.
55.
57's here going for $1,000.
They're going for 750 here.
It's about right with the Canadian tax.
750. So you're saying I should build a rig with these because people are asking me for rigs.
2800 or 5500 XT, you're getting 28, 29 mega hash, and I'm doing 60 watts.
I'm going to look into that still.
I told you, Son of a Tech had that video. Son of a Tech's top 2 cards to mine on were the 5600 and the 5700 XT. That was his 1 and 2. His number 2 card was the 57, but his best card was the 5600 XT because he flashed it. And he was getting 43 mega hash or 44 mega, or no, it might have been like 50 mega hash and pulling 80 watts on the 5600 XT. But that was flashed because I have one running that's just stock, and I'm getting about 43 mega hash and it's pulling about 110 watts.
Even 110 watts is good.
Yeah, I'm running Linux, so I don't feel like setting Windows up again to flash it.
And it can only be flashed on Windows?
I can't do it on my Mac.
Man.
Or maybe I can do it on a Mac. I don't know. I haven't tried. I don't think you can, though. I enjoy the 5500 XTs, though. I want to get a couple of those rigs going. Because, well, I can afford the graphics cards. You were talking about GPU mining before or CPU mining?
Yeah. It's some people do it.
I'm doing it downstairs on my Mac. I'm CPU mining on my iMac and I'm mining Doge. It's not very fast.
No, you're probably gonna get like one Dogecoin a day,
I'm getting not even one every 2 days.
one every 2 days, right?
Yeah. It's basically not worth it, but
Did
I'm
you
not
figure out how
using-
to switch that to the GPU?
I don't think you can on a Mac. I looked into the video that I watched yesterday, the software that was available. I don't think you can. I would like to because I have a 5700 XT on that iMac. Like I have a good graphics card on that iMac. I need to figure out how to do it. But the way that I learned, the guy only showed how to do it through the CPU.
Weird. 619, you're asking, is your card any good? But what card do you have? I don't know.
Yeah, what is it? He's got
There's a guy down the road from me that's making $1,000.
Oh, he's got the 580.
I have a 580 and I'm not impressed with it.
What are you getting on it?
Here's the thing. I have my 580 in a media server PC and it's running 24/7. I think maybe I need to put that onto a rig because I'm getting all kinds of random numbers. Sometimes I'll get like 10, sometimes I'll get 20, sometimes I'll get 25, but it's not consistent. I think it's just the setup that it's in. I need to take it out and put it in something else maybe. But it's not a bad card.
How much are they?
I think they're around like 500.
I'd be able to do decent numbers if they're going for 500. Let me check right now what they're going for. I looked the other day at them. Yeah, 550, 650, brand new 650, used 550, 700 brand new, 350 pre-owned. That's only 4 gigs of RAM though.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't done enough testing, but you can check out like what to mine or nice hash or whatever, and they'll give you a calculator and tell you what you should be able to get. I have one, but I'm not using it to its full potential, I don't think. So because of that, I can't really comment too much about it. It's probably going to be one of the graphics cards that I switch out for a 3070.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing with my 4 gig 5500 XT. I'm gonna take that 3080 out and put that in the computer, in the Alienware computer. Sell that sucker.
Yo, that's a good buy if you got it in a Craigslist desktop for 600. They didn't know what they had.
Yeah, that's a good buy. I
I
would
would
bought
set
that.
that desktop up as a mining computer.
Yeah, it's a good pickup, man. You could sell that card for 600.
Or just set it to mine.
Mine away.
That's what I would do.
I need to find a good coin to mine on Macs because I have Macs everywhere, like at home, at the shop. I have like 4 Macs just sitting here.
And the only program you're able to mine with is unmineable, or do you have another program?
So far, the only one I found is unmineable. It's the only one I really tried.
I don't know. It would have to be cheaper than Dogecoin. How
You
much
know
is
what I want?
it?
I want to mine XRP.
XRP is going to be pretty hot, I think.
Yeah, it is. That's why I want to mine it.
If you guys are looking to use, where am I? Hold on a second, guys. I don't know where my link is right now, but hit me up in the chat if you guys are looking for a link for unmineable. If you guys use my promo code, you get 25% off of the pool fees. Did you use my promo code?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know you had one.
Yeah, I'll give you a promo code. You put it in, and it gives you, because you know how it charges you that 1% for the pool fee.
Mhm.
It'll bring it down to like 0.75. So
Yeah.
more money for you.
1 Doge every 2 days is not. It's not very profitable.
see what I'm doing.
Do you have Cardano?
A very small amount.
You know, it's up right now. It's at $1.60.
Yeah, I've been watching it. The only reason I have it is because I have it staked.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it's at $1. I got 3,000 shares of it. A little over 3,000 shares.
So here, I'll share this. So this is my unmineable. I have one computer set up to mine it. I'm making one freaking Dogecoin a day.
Is that with the 3090?
No, this is a 1660.
And a 1660 is doing one a day?
One a day, yeah.
Your payout is at 30?
My payout set to 30, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you look down here, I don't know if you guys can hear. Let me see if I can make this bigger so you guys can see it. If you look down here, on the 17th of April, I got 42 coins. On the 18th, I got 33. On the 19th, I got 35. Like, I was getting several payouts a day of 30 coins. So I was making about 70 coins a day.
What were you mining with then?
My whole rig.
Really?
I put my whole rig on it. And I was like, because Dogecoin was running, right? So I'm like, I'm going to mine Dogecoin for a week. So I did it for a week and I was doing 70 coins a day.
It's not a bad idea. You got me thinking now.
But I just wanted to see what it would look like if I did it for a week, right? And I got it up to 70 coins a day. If you did it with your setup, you'd probably get close to 80 coins a day, I think, because you got more power than I do now.
Yeah. How'd you do it? Where'd you do it through?
I did it through Unmineable.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I just did it through. I'm running Windows on my rig, so I just opened up the Unmineable and mined it through the graphics cards.
Yeah, I have. See, I have Hive OS on both of my rigs, which I love, by the way. I think it's fantastic.
I don't know if you can do Unmineable on Hive OS.
No, I would have to go back to Windows. But I could do that. I could just unplug the SSD and I have a bootable USB. I could just put in and run Windows.
I think your video is delayed because you're drinking and talking at the same time. It's pretty trippy.
Yeah.
So what do you got planned for the rest of the day? I seen you dropped a video on some of the, what was it, the AirPod Pro Max clone things.
AirPod Max, yeah, clones.
Yeah. Those look pretty good.
They're terrible.
I mean, I meant like look wise.
Yeah, they're terrible though. There's better ones out there. I'm trying to get my hands on them. Yeah, I'm all frozen over here. Nothing's moving on my end.
You're not even moving.
Nope, nothing. You're not moving on my screen either.
Are you mining on the computer you're using?
No, everything. I have my miner shut off because I got a miner right behind me here. You wouldn't be able to hear me if my miner was running.
Is that loud?
Well, it's right next to me. It's 2 feet from me.
Jeez.
I have one running downstairs in a second bedroom, but the one I have up here in the loft, I have to shut off when I stream.
Oh, I don't know if you saw earlier, but I was recommending people to. Well, let me see. Let me share a screen again. This is a stock I'm recommending people to keep an eye on. It's going to be called BITF. This one here, BITF. This is a Toronto-based company. Actually, no, they're based in Vancouver, I think. They were traded on the Toronto Stock Exchange, but they're coming to the NASDAQ. Have you seen what their mining rigs look like? Did I lose you? I might have lost them. I think I lost them. Yeah. All right, guys. I've been on here for an hour and a half, just kicking it with you guys. I want to say I appreciate all you guys that have came through, that gave that thumbs up, that, chatted in the chat. These Fridays, these Feel Good Fridays are really just a place for me to hang out with you guys, share some of the things that I've been interested in. throughout the week and share some of the things that I'm going to be interested in going into next week, and just a way for me to wish all of you guys a really, really, really good feel good Friday. I hope that your weekend goes great. I hope that you guys are staying safe, you're staying conscious, and you are, not believing everything that you hear on the internet. Do your own research. You guys got more time now. So do the research, do your homework, invest in yourself, stay humble, and be patient. This has been Mark from NxtLvLTech, wishing you guys a safe, fun, good weekend. Make sure you check out the podcast. I'm going to tell you guys every freaking time. The podcast, some good conversations, I'm happy that Kiko finds this informative. Cyclone says, no. Yeah, he got brain freeze and he froze himself out. But yeah, everybody, please check out Digital Slang on YouTube as well as Twitter. He's on a bunch of other places. He also has a secondary channel called Slangcast, and hint, from time to time, you will find yours truly on Digital Slang's platform. Sometimes I join his live streams and we talk about all kinds of stuff. It's pretty cool. We talk about tech, we talk about phones, we talk about earbuds, we talk about headphones, we talk about computers, Macs, laptops, like tablets, you name it. We talk about all kinds of tech. It's really cool. Yeah, I see you, Digital. If you want Digital, you should be. Hold on a second here. Yeah, yo, Digital, you're a mod. So if you want to drop your links in the chat, feel free to do so. I'm gonna shut this down. And as always, guys, stay humble, be patient. I'll see you guys tomorrow. There's a podcast episode coming out. I'll be premiering that. I'm not sure what time, but it'll probably be around 12, between 12 to 4, somewhere around there, I'm thinking. But I'll see you guys there. If you guys are looking to catch another live stream, Digital Slang has a Friday live stream tonight. I think it's around 9 or 10. And he's also got another live stream tomorrow as well. So make sure you check those out. Appreciate you guys' support, your guys' interest in the stuff that I'm interested with. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Hey everybody, just before we get going, I wanted to say a huge thank you, much love and appreciation to everyone who supports what I do over here on NxtLvLTech. Make sure you hit that like and that subscribe button and share these videos with a family member and friend.